But because of his disobedience, Moses did not get to see the promised land.
No.
Even though he had led them that far, he was obedient all the way up till then.
Yeah.
He was a friend of God. But because of his disobedience in that moment, God said, you can no longer go further. You can see the promised land, but you cannot go in it. Your foot will not touch in there. And he raises up somebody else to finish the work. And it just showed me that, like, it doesn't matter how small it is. If God tells you to do something a certain way, even if his will come out of it, because the water still came, it was still provided, but it's the principle of it. Do you trust me enough? Are you going to put my will before your emotions? Because what he did was put his anger first, even though his anger was justified, but he put it over the will of God. Exactly. He put it over the will of God. And so because of that, God took the promised land away from him and rose up somebody else. And that's what will happen if you don't obey God. I think a lot of times when we think God is telling us to do something, it's for us. It's never for us. It's for everybody else. So if God tells you to do something, it's because lives will be touched out of your obedience. People will be affected. And so because Moses didn't do exactly what he said, somebody else came and took the spot. Joshua came in and he prepared Joshua, and Joshua did the rest of what he was supposed to do. Joshua led them into the promised land. And so if you aren't going to obey God and do what he's supposed to do, what he's going to do is still going to happen. You're just not going to be the one that he's going to use. Somebody else is going to get the blessings and the leadership and the responsibility, and it won't be you anymore. So